All right, I'm sitting here with Nicole.
How you doing?
How you doing? Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how old you are, stuff like that?
My name is Nicole. I am 42 years old. I'm from Roxborough, Manayunk originally. Came to Kensington when I was 22. I'm still here. I mean, I've been home, so I've been here off and on, more on than off, but yeah.
So how long have your current situation of being homeless?
So, homeless, and still feels, crazy to say it. It's been about 6 months. Before that, the whole time I've been down here, I always had, somewhere to go that was either someone in my family's or a boyfriend or, something that was mine. And so this has been the first time where I really don't have a place to stay where, if I'm there at any time, someone can say, pack your shit and go.
Yeah. So how has that been adjusting to it this time, being the first time being, genuinely homeless?
It's just crazy. I can't believe it. It's like I want to get my own place, but I don't want to do that while I'm still using, because I'm just gonna fucking lose it anyway.
Yeah.
So
you were here during the Brown H days.
Yes.
Did you notice when they were starting to cut it into fentanyl, or is it just kind of they creeped it up on you guys?
I feel like it just kind of crept up. When it was, regular heroin, I could do some at 7 in the morning and be cool till 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And not be all fucked up with my eyes closed all day. I'd just be normal, but
yeah, it looks like it's so much harder to be a quote unquote functioning addict under this fentanyl tranquilizer stuff.
Yeah, so like you said, it did just kind of creep up. I don't even remember when or whatever, but yeah, so even when it was just fentanyl, it was still okay. But now this tranquilizer, crushed up pills, I don't really even know what it is. And, that makes it so much worse that I don't even know what I'm putting into myself.
Right. Now, you said you were just you just tried detox, not...
I did, probably in July or August. And I went, and I ended up leaving 4 days in because I was so sick, I just couldn't take it. And when they took my urine, it was only crack cocaine in there, and then amphetamines and barbiturates. There was no opiates at all in there. I didn't even know what a barbiturate was.
Wow. Well, barbiturates, that's the older stuff, Quaaludes, stuff like that.
Yeah, so...
But I don't know. Maybe xylazine is a barbiturate. That's the tranquilizer. I don't know. I have to look into that.
Yeah. As far as amphetamines, I don't do... knowingly, I don't do any of that.
Yeah, so they must just be cutting all that stuff into the crack cocaine. Is that what you're saying?
Or
more into the dope?
I think both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think both.
Wow. So you actually had to leave because you were that sick that you didn't...
I was so sick. When I did leave, I was waiting for the bus to come back down, and I was laying.
Wow. And that was on... You said 40 milligrams of methadone, right?
Yeah, they start you at 40 milligrams of methadone and then bring you up at that particular rehab.
Oh, so that's a rehab that will put you on the actual methadone clinic.
Yes.
That's Kensington Detox, you were saying?
Yes, Kensington Hospital.
Yeah, that's the one. There's the girl Amber I interviewed. You probably know her. She's freaking famous all around here. But
I know
she's
Amber.
talking about, that's the one where she'd probably have to go to, is the Kensington Detox.
Okay. Going to that one, I went because I've been to detoxes, a lot of them before, and everyone that you go to, you have to go to a crisis center, and you have to wait and wait,
100%.
and I can't do it. So this one, when you go, I got there at 7 in the morning. I swear I was in a bed within 2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No, I swear.
That is wild. I mean, I've
I
waited like
swear.
18 hours,
I know.
24 hours,
I know.
30 hours
I
before.
know. Yes.
Fairmount, the old neighborhood.
Yes, I've been there too.
I've waited over a day for a bed.
Yep, and then by the time they finally bring you up, you're so sick again. It's like, no.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So, even if you want to go get clean right now, it's that much harder now because of the withdrawal from the xylazine or the trank.
Whatever it is. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, I've heard, the first time I heard a girl say it, she said she tried to cold turkey herself, and she ended up in the hospital in a coma.
Wow.
Okay, and then I've heard it maybe a handful of other times that people try to do it on their own, and they seizures. They just can't do it.
That's so crazy because with the old brown H, you just feel like absolute shit for a week.
But then you're all right.
And then you just start back over.
Yeah. This, it's like, I don't know. I don't even think, like, rehabs and detoxes, no.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing the old 30 milligram taper and clonidines, like you're still on regular heroin.
Right.
And that's not working.
Right. It's not working.
So that's why most people are well, I mean, a lot of people are just scared to try detox right now just because of that.
Right.
Wow. So this is going to be your first winter on the streets homeless, if something doesn't change?
Yes.
All right. And where do you eat on a daily basis?
So, I mean, I have a couple friends' houses. I haven't burned all of my bridges, thank God.
That's good.
You know, when I get money, I eat and stuff.
Okay. I just didn't know if you would like utilize like the food bank stuff like that, or you just kind of eat as you go along.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have been to those places like once or twice, but and I don't think that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, but I kind of feel.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
You know what I mean? And I don't sleep on the street. Like I mean, I've absolutely like got high and passed out outside, but I've never like, you know, tucked myself in outside.
Yeah, you said at the worst you would just stay up and keep walking around, right?
You know, if at the worst, if I have, you know, nowhere to go at that time, I'll just keep walking and making money.
Now, as is it all right to talk about how do you get money out here? Is that all right to talk about with you?
Yeah, okay.
I just want to make sure. So
no, it's okay.
So, as a woman, I mean, you have to trick to get money, right? And
I do.
How unsafe would you say that is right now?
So, I mean, it's never been, you know, ideal,
quote unquote, safe. I mean, with how much you guys pass out on the tranquilizers and stuff.
Yes,
there's a lot more chances to something bad to happen.
And bad things have definitely happened, you know, over the years. But this shit, it's just like you don't even know. You don't even know what the fuck happened. Like, I could sit in someone's car and just literally fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, it's scary. I was interviewing this girl, Amira. I don't know if you know her. She's a younger, maybe 22.
Is she a Muslim?
I think so. I couldn't tell, but her head was covered when I saw her. But I was just having a nice conversation with her, and she was mid-sentence, and she just passed out. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then Amber was saying she'd just, when it first started coming out, she said she'd just wake up in a bush somewhere with no pants on.
Oh my God. It's true.
Knowing she just got raped, and
it's crazy. And then, you know, it's not like you can tell the police because they don't care.
Well, that's the thing. Like
they really don't care.
So that every woman I've interviewed so far has, you know, come out and said what a challenge dealing with the cops is on top of everything else.
I'm not gonna get into it too much, but the first time that something really bad like that happened to me, I was like running up the street, and there was a cop car sitting, you know, parked on the corner with two officers in it, and I told them what happened, and they said, well, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah. It seems like they are part of the problem, not the solution.
No, they definitely are, and I'm not just saying that because they're cops and whatnot. No, they are part of the problem. They, you know, 98% of the stuff that happens to the women out here is never on the news. It's never.
There's a saying, and it's sad to say, like, you guys are like the most least dead people. Like, if something happens to you guys, they might investigate it for a little bit.
Right. Maybe.
Like a drug addict, street worker, that's like the lowest, it's sad to say, on the list of cops, though.
True.
You are literally at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And when one of my, a girl that I know out here, she got set on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know how many months ago that was, but I remember watching the news, and the white shirt captain, whatever he is, he went on to say, oh, this happened in a very high prostitution area. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, like, why even say that?
Right. What does that have to do with anything?
She was sleeping in a park.
Yeah, come on now. And then they went on to say about her addiction with opiates, and what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Right.
Like,
Right.
Oh, because she's a prostitute and she gets high. Oh, well, it's all right then.
She likes to get high, so she deserves to get set on fire.
Right. Fuck her. That's crazy.
I heard she's back in Florida, I think, with her mom now.
I hope she is.
I hope so. I know she came back here like a month ago.
Did she?
One of the, I don't watch any other of the creators' videos, but apparently one of the people that was interviewing her, one of the fans or something, sent her money to bring her back up here. And she was back up here for,
Oh, to bring her back up here. I'm sorry. I thought you meant send her money to like go back home.
But so she came up to Kensington, and I mean,
what a dick. Who would do that?
I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but
right.
So, but apparently they, she came back up, and she's back with her mom again. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
So you were friendly with her?
Yeah. She kind of kept to herself. You know, she didn't really hang out with anybody too much. But whenever I would see her, you know, walking up the street, I would always say hi to her. Sometimes she would say hi, sometimes she wouldn't, but I didn't take it personally.
Yeah.
I would see her at a mutual friend's house sometimes. You know.
So when you're you know, working on the streets and stuff, are you normally by yourself, or do you like try and go out with another girl?
No, actually, I prefer to be by myself.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I see other girls, you know, and stop and talk and stuff like that. But, yeah.
All right. Now, are you able to get STD checks and all that right now, or
yes,
you are? Okay. So you was at that prevention point you're able to?
Not prevention point. There's a place on Kensington Avenue. It's called Get Up.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And they're good.
Part of what I'm doing is I want to have like a continued dialogue with people. When I see you out, can I stop and, you know, have another conversation with you and all that stuff? All right, I appreciate it. It's been about 13 minutes now, interview. It's, you know, I appreciate you being honest and talking to me. It's got to be hard to get on camera and admit stuff like this, you know? Yeah,
I mean, it is like people know what I do, or they think they know, or whatever, but they can think whatever they want. I just, my main thing is just the way that I look. You know, I've always been small, but I'm really, really skinny. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
you know,
not living a healthy lifestyle at the time.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to change. I just.
Are you open to trying treatment again in the future?
Yes. Definitely. It's like I want to.
Yeah. I get it. I was telling you off camera how many times it took me.
Yeah, right.
I understand.
Right.
Hopefully, I'm hoping one day you find it, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
You know?
And I've talked to other people, and I appreciate you being the way that you are, because they are, it's like they just are gossiping. They want to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to like show an element or the human side of you guys, and I don't see that happening too much.
Right. And I just wanted to say one more thing. I'll be walking around, you know, whatever, and I see these jerk-offs with their cameras held up, and I've thrown things at their car, and I hope, you know, to bust their windows out.
Yeah.
What is the point of that?
I don't know. Well, so I understand. I don't understand when people are knotted out and they run up and throw the cameras in people's faces.
Like what?
That to me is horrible. But I also understand that people bringing more attention to this is maybe the only way it'll get handled at some time. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Right. And I really don't either.
I think there should be a respectful way to do this, though. And hopefully that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, I'm going to try my best to keep this like a respectful, you know, thing, and just keep talking to you guys, and you know, just go from there. All right, we'll be talking again in the future, Nicole. I really appreciate everything.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.